Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Tuesday, August.
August
What is it?
25th. Today is Tuesday, August 25th.
Oh boy.
I wish April. Anyway.
You're either way ahead or behind.
I know, never quite right. It's like I don't know what day it is or something. Planner highlight. We had a visitor yesterday. If you guys remember, Jack Woods helped us out and gave some great tips on time management, organization, and communicating. Gotta do those things, they're key.
Right.
Our distance learning tip of the day is to use your alarms and calendars on your phones or the paper ones you have to set yourself up for success with increments of when your classes are, going with our distance learning schedule, little breaks, and then recreation when you're done, when you get it all done.
Right.
Ms. Hoffmeyer, I know you have a few things to share about.
I just want to talk about assignments for just a minute. So we have a lot of students that are logging in, and many students are and going into your Zoom classes. And remember, and I sent an email out about this last week, that you need to make sure that you are you're getting into your Zoom classes. Your participation is mandatory in your classes, but also you need to get your assignments done. I'm hearing from a few teachers that there are many students who are not turning in their assignments. And so you want to be in Zoom classes, you want to make sure you're emailing your teachers, but also take a look at that to-do list and make sure you're staying current on your classes, because it's going to become cumbersome to do. It seems a lot bigger if you have more of it add up, so get it done as it's due.
And one thing is check and make sure your assignments did submit, because my
Correct.
daughter, who's in 8th grade, is completing assignments and then submitting them, but they're not always actually going through, so she's having to resubmit until she sees that the teacher actually is getting the assignment. And that's interesting and good to know. So you maybe have done some assignments and thought you submitted them. Make sure that you're really submitting them.
Yep, talk to your teacher if you're not sure, or if you think you're submitting them,
Yes.
that just make sure that they're getting them.
Absolutely. So as far as social emotional, we know that when we build our social emotional skills, which has to do with how well we connect with each other, with ourselves, that this helps us learn how to manage ourselves. It helps us to understand the perspectives of everyone around us and to relate better with others. And when we do this, we're able to make sound choices with ourselves personally and socially of who we spend time with. So something we're missing is the opportunity to be in social environments together in a more regular basis. That's something we're not being able to do. But you're being able to do that in like micro ways with your group of people in your family or at home or wherever you're doing your learning. And we just want to encourage you to really try to see things through other people's perspective. That is so hard to do. But once we start to do that, it really allows us to have a better connection with them and to be more generous with ourselves when we make a mistake, because sometimes it just has to do with a different perspective.
Right.
Yeah, agreed. If you need to contact us, brusd.org is going to be the school website. And you can put, an email together for Ms. Hoffmeyer, myself, Ms. Fuller, or for attendance to Ms. Davenport. All of our emails right there. Any book, movie recommendations today?
I'm reading Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens right now.
Wow.
Because I felt I needed to read a classic. I'll let you know. I'm about a quarter of the way in. Poor Oliver Twist. He's so misunderstood. That poor kid. I just feel terrible for him.
When you said you felt like you needed to read a classic, I thought that's because you're so classy. That's what I thought.
True.
Yeah. Right there, class act. Later this week, we're going to find out, and it might be today. Oh, it is today. Today is Secondhand Wardrobe Day, which means, rock those thrift store outfits or hand-me-downs. So our weekly challenge is a hand-me-down runway fashion show that you can just have at home with your family.
I think Wednesday I may have to, maybe on Wednesday I'll wear some hand-me-down.
You think so?
Yeah, some thrift store grabs.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
wearing some right now.
All right.
Excellent.
These
Hand-me-downs
pants.
are the best.
Love it.
Hand-me-down runway. All right, so our spotlight, we did have a winner, finally. Anya Sharma. Oh, Anya S.
Anya S. Nice job, Anya.
Rewind.
Yes, she guessed, and it was Greenwade.
Excellent.
And something else about Greenwade, he says, if he could have anyone to dinner, and this is very sweet, He would want to chat with his great-great-grandpa and great-great-great-grandson over dinner. So I think he's talking about he would want to be, because I did say future.
Past. Yeah.
And he went with future.
And future. That would be really interesting.
It would be so
Have a
interesting.
Conversation with both. Wow.
Yeah, and he says, I'm curious how he would feel about the way America has changed from the past, and I'm curious how America will be changing in the far future. He's a thinker.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
That is a really good answer.
That's a great answer.
Good stuff. Mr. Greenway. Good job, Anya S., for getting the guests. We had a lot of guesses finally.
Good.
They all rolled in at once. It's good. All right. Well, join us tomorrow for announcements, and we will close out with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.